Welcome down to Paultons Park. It's actually a construction update from Paultons Park, unbelievably. Didn't ever think we'd say it, but we're here to check out what's going on. We know there's a lot going on. Of course, the first thing is the removal of the Log Flume. We had a feeling, didn't we, Kurt, that it would be going when they opened their new Splash Lagoon this year. They said it wouldn't because it eats quite a lot of crowds, but I think ultimately it's probably the right decision because it looked like a travelling ride, even though it wasn't a travelling ride. It was actually a park model. It had been converted, so we're told. But it has left a massive open swimming pool, basically, in the at the edge of the park here. But of course, Paultons are moving forward with things. They're not, you know, they're looking at themed areas, and we know the new themed area for next year, because we are still 2024. For 2026 will be the Vikings. And of course, over here, I don't know if you can see, but we will zoom in, they are actually advertising the Vikings already on the walls. Now, people that have come all year, I say all year, for the last couple of months, will have seen this. But it is a massive construction site, and we'll go around and look around the other side in a minute. But it covers sort of all of this, including Edge, Cobra and Magma, right the way down to where the go-karts were. They have now left the park, and of course the Dragon Roundabout, which, if you've been following the channel, you know has gone to Funland in Hayden Island. Now, an interesting thing which I've spotted is that it looks like these rides will be open next year, so they're going to kind of construct around certain bits. I don't quite know what access is going to look like, but it does look like these rides will be open next year. However, Cobra is penned to close mid-September, oddly, not at the end of the season, which makes me think that the other rides will also close mid-September, and we will start seeing a refresh, because undoubtedly Cobra will be refreshed. I'm not convinced, Kurt, they will keep Edge or Magma, but we'll see.
No, I don't think they will.
I don't think they'll keep either, but we will see. As the Viking land comes in, we are expecting a brand new roller coaster, which, well, I thought it was going over here, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's going over there. We don't know. But really exciting times for Paultons Park. Like, really exciting times. When you think about other developments that are happening in the UK, this one is definitely not to be missed. We will also check out Ghostly Manor, which opens in 2025. That is a UK first opening in May 2025. We're going to go down and have a look at that. And we will still have a look over the other side here at some of the other sort of construction which they're doing. You can certainly gauge how big this area is, and as I said, I don't quite know how access is going to work down to the bottom bit. The Dragon Roundabout used to sit right here. That's just now a big open space. That's at Funland in Hayden Island. Of course, the go-karts on the right here have been taken out. They've been removed, but you can see that groundwork has actually already started down the bottom. Now, it was said that this is quite soft ground down here and will require a little bit more work, shall we say, to put something a bit bigger than go-karts on it. The home of Ghostly Manor. You can see that all the fascias are being redone. We had that kind of 2D cinema look before, however now we have a much more 3D effect being put into place. As you can see on this side, looking a lot more modern. Now, I think this is missed quite a lot actually. So Ghostly Manor's there, and you can see the fascia they're putting on the old cinema building, which comes down to here. There is actually an extension going on down the back here as well. I'm not sure if this is part of it. I'm guessing it is, because I think when you look at the size of the building, I would guess the cinema came up to sort of at least here. We do have quite a big extension going. At the moment, there's definitely nothing in there. We can see inside there's nothing in there. There's a lot of work to do still on Ghostly Manor, and that's quite a few months before it opens, to be fair. But it is looking a really special project. The main street area, as you can see, is not going to be a 2D fascia anymore. A nice little clock up there. I don't think the clock's right. I don't know whether it'll work. We're going to head round now and check out the other part. Even in the middle of December, they are painting. Now, funny enough, the sign Lawrence pictured on here yesterday is not here. And when we come here earlier, there was actually a board across ready for the sign, and that's now not here as well. So that is how much work's going on. But just look at the detail. It is stunning. It really is stunning. The effort they put into the simplest of things. It looks like we're going to have some kind of feature here on the way in. This will be some kind of water fountain.
Say hello back, but it repeats me.
The detail is mad that they're putting into this. I mean, the detail on the wall alone is mad. And this is unfinished. You can see the gent down there is painting. And this will be the street as well, and all this. Just looks something else. I would imagine the ride's in there now. We'll wait for the next update from the park. It's good they're updating, but we've got a lovely sort of entrance piece coming across here. Oh, I can't wait for this. UK first. You can see some of the detail on the inside is already in place with wallpaper and base. Just while we're in Peppa Pig World, looking at some of the construction, you know, the constant painting and upkeep is ongoing all throughout the year. Even at Christmas here, we can see one of the key houses is under scaffolding, being painted up for the new year. We are approaching the end of our update here from Paultons Park, and of course they did put planning permission in for solar panels over their car park, and this is part of it. Just here, as you can see, the solar panels will face that way, and of course over there as well. So it's not the whole car park, but it's still a massive investment. They did tell us actually how much it would save them, and yeah, it's definitely worth them doing. So that's in progress. That's due to be completed, I believe, next year. And we've got one more thing to show you on this update. Here is the Log Flume. It's sitting in the car park at the moment in containers on the back of a lorry. Of course, here are all the boats. So how many boats do we have? 5, we're 9 boats on this. And you can see the park have separated everything, all the rollers for the lift hills, the belts, the pumps, the actual the actual hose, just everything, the motors, everything is here ready for it to go. As we come down here, you can see more of it over there. They look like overflow pieces potentially, but all of it is here. So we're going to get a couple of close-ups now, because we're not 100% sure where it's going. I believe it's going to Margate, but it could pop up anywhere. Let's be honest, the fact it's still here, certainly when the Dragon Rider's gone and it looks like the go-karts have gone, it could definitely pop up anywhere. But again, it's just fascinating to see it up close. And once we've shown this as well, we shall take a look at the construction on the right-hand side, because this new area looks like it is going to be massive. Yeah, they are. It wasn't that long ago these were in operation, and they do look beautifully kept on the outside. And yeah, they have labelled it. Kurt just said they've labelled it, so you know which one the first roller is and what lift it goes on. From the Log Flume, we start up here. Now, we did say from inside the park, we wondered whether or not you would walk down the left-hand side of where the Log Flume was to come here. That's definitely not going to happen because this has all been absolutely flattened. So to access Magma and Cobra, you're going to have to walk down by the go-karts, which means if they are constructing either side, I don't quite know how they're going to do it. We said that Cobra will be shutting in September. That's what it states. That would mean the rest of the rides here will shut in September as well. What do you think? Paultons always goes under the radar and then comes up with some of the best theme and ride sort of combinations that we see in the UK. And I think Ghostly Manor will prove that in 2025. And I'm guessing this is going to have to start going vertical quite quickly because Paultons like to get the rides built quite quickly and then spend time on the theme end. But from Paultons Park, thank you for joining us.